What's happening, my good people? It is your boy PKG Deluxe back with another vid on how I did. You already know what it is. I'm outside with my daughter right now, spending a little bit of QT quality time with her, just playing on the swings right now. But as I was thinking about it, I had info or game that I needed and really wanted to give you at the same moment in time. So I speak about, or I talk a lot about, what you and how much money you can make using the Hellotech app, right? So today, there's a potential of at least over $1,000, maybe even $1,500 is going to be made within a week. Now, I ask people all the times whether you think it's important or not that you learn a skill to just do as a trade, but I also try to give you this skill so that you can end up making money for yourself and also get free time to do things like what I'm doing with my daughter right now. There's no one at the park. I don't have a 9 to 5. I have free availability to do whatever I want to do, and my hours aren't restricted to me going to work, getting coffee, getting food, getting lunch, dealing with traffic, and then trying to be back home in a decent enough time while she has to be at daycare. I'm able to structure both things in my life, and so that I can have at least some continuity within them. The best thing about it is I get to spend the time with her. So I say this today because it's game. Later on today, I have about 3 different services that I'm going to go perform. I'm going to take you through all of them so you can see, but it's about 3 of them. All 3 of them are going to be a little bit different. TV mounting services, doorbell services, and I want to say security camera services. All of them pay out at least $200 a piece. So this week alone, I think we have the potential to make at least $1,000 minimum, all the way up to $1,500. Now, I say that today knowing that, hey, we've already paid rent. The first of the month has already gone by. I don't have to wait until 14 more days until I have to make another payment. All my bills are already paid up. So what can I do with this money that I have? I also have the free time. I can invest in something that's going to make me more money, which is what I typically do. So in the next video, I'm going to talk something more about that, just so you guys can have an understanding. But today, just understand that the Hellotech app, if you wanted to learn how to become a technician, grab a tool bag, grab a drill set, and learn how to do a couple of skills. I'll take you with me to show you how they're done. I promise you they're not hard. Any and everybody can do these things. It's just whether or not you want to really make some serious money and get some freedom in your life so that you can do things like this again. I enjoy it. My daughter enjoys it. My family enjoys it. And it's not too much of a problem when you get free time to do things. So I give you guys this game. I'm coming back to you today to say a little bit more. So just give me a moment. Take her out the swing. PKG Deluxe is here. PKG Deluxe is out, baby. What's happening, my good people? It is your boy PKG Deluxe back with another vid on how I did. You already know what it is. So, excuse me. All right, so essentially you see me out here. I'm able to play with my daughter again, have some free time to do some things. And there's something that I use to get around a little bit more often than not. Now, frequently I was speaking in regards of what you could do if you did or did not have a vehicle to get around. Now, I put in combination 2 things. I use an app called Hellotech to go make money services off of. I mount TVs for a living, doorbells, security cameras, etc., etc. It's the works, but it pays the bills. That's why I say that. So there's a secondary portion to it that I use as an investment prop, and that's an app called Turo. Turo is a app-based service that allows you to rent a car at the minimal expense of whatever you want to pay a day, so that you can afford to go do these places and things that you need to do in a reasonable amount of time. So I take a car for at least a week. It may cost anywhere between 180 to maybe 280 bucks. So I would say at max 300 bucks for an entire week, which isn't bad, but that's also way outside of the ball range I'd rather be in. So the lower the better. I've gotten one for as cheap as I think $120 for an entire week, and I was able to make at least $1,700 in that week. So I take a car, rent the car, especially right now while gas prices are shooting up. It's best that you get something that's more economically friendly to use. So I use whatever car is fuel efficient, a Toyota, Fiat 2-door, just something that is able to support my bag, my ladder, and also my essentials that I may need for the drilling and mining that I'm doing. That's it. So in the midst of all of that, I make sure that I take the time out to do and have all these things stoked away so that I can take them with me. There's never a moment where I don't think that I'm not gonna need an 11-foot ladder to go up something, but at the same time, I'm not always trying to take it in and out of the car. So I get a car that's big enough, reasonable enough, is also decent enough on gas to make it to all these places, and comes with the unlimited mile breach. So some of them have a slot limit where they give you like 800 miles or 1,000 miles, etc., etc. Others have unlimited. It depends on who you are. I try to work with the person depending on the miles. I don't try to go over if I do have it. But if I have unlimited, I don't give myself any restriction to look at how many miles I'm putting on the car. Not saying that I don't care about the maintenance or the well-being of it, but this is more or less so that I can make the maximum amount that I'm trying to make without having to worry about what the cost would be if I went over that amount. So let's just say I went and I had a car that was 800 miles that I could go within. As soon as I go 801, I've now cut into the cost. Granted, the cost may be 13 cents a mile. That's still negative towards me. So it hurts if I do that too much. 13 cents, 15 cents is going to add up over time. So that limits me on how far I can go. I can't take back roads. I can't take shortcuts. I can't joyride or anything like that. I have to go to my location in the shortest distance possible and try to make it back. At the same time, focus on trying to get to the cheapest gas station so that I can use something else that I'm using as another app that I'm gonna transition to talk about into. But this one, Turo, allows you to rent cars, fuel efficient vehicles, even Teslas if you wanted to, or Range Rovers. You can rent any car you want. But you rent these cars, I rent the car, schedule up a service for the entire week, and plan to go do all those services within that week. So that I don't have any limits. I don't have to worry about anything. I can do all the services that I need to do and be done and out of anybody's hair so that everybody has a decent amount of time to do everything. So it's just something to look into because I use it. And I try to recommend it to other people because I think it's a great service. I spent $180 to make $1,700. So I mean, it's easy to do that. You can learn how to do it too. It's Turo.com. The app is going to download you and be able to use it any area that you need to. And at that point, you just want to make sure that you're able to schedule it up enough to get to the jobs that you want to go to. So it's easy as that. Now, we're going to start talking about how you save money on gas. So I also have 3 things of game to give you. So a job or a skill that you can use. The second one is an app so that you can get to the job with the skills that you have. And the third is going to be a more fuel efficient way that they've been talking about on the radio, on Waves, and a lot of other people have gotten help of. So I'm going to talk about it right here, right now on the next video. But this is going to be it for this one. This is going to get deal towards Turo. So I'm just encouraging you guys, if you don't have a car, don't have a vehicle, need to use a car, more or less on the other end of it, if you have a car and you want to make money by using your car, you can put your car that you don't want to use, that you want to use on Turo to make you money so that other people can go use it for you. So on the inverse of that, this is a double-edged way to make money, even if you don't want to move, even if you don't want to use it. If you have a car, you can rent it. If you don't have a car, you can rent it and go make a job of money. So just wanted to give you guys that game. Coming back to you with the next one. GetUpSide, baby, all right? PKG Deluxe is here. PKG Deluxe is out, baby. What's happening, my good people? It is your boy PKG Deluxe back with another vid on how I did. You already know what it is. So let me get down to it and talk about the last thing I wanted to. Granted, I've been talking about how much time I'm able to spend with my family, mostly my daughter, so she is with me all the time. There was an app. Since we're already talking about apps, we've talked about 2 of the apps already. There's a third that it goes in tandem with, so that you guys can have now the trifecta of things. I definitely want to make sure I talk about this because I've heard it on the airwaves and in multiple places where other people have spoken about these ideas of things. So here we go. There is an app called UpSide. GetUpSide. UpSide is a way so that if you were fueling your gas, you get cash back. So why is that important? Gas prices are now soaring. Who does that affect the most? Truckers. Where did this app design or even get its relevance from? A trucker. A trucker who is spending at least $500. Now this also goes in contingent with those who drive RVs on a regular basis or require diesel fuel because it may require more as you're going. But truckers primarily, $500 a fill up, and I don't even know if that's the base. That may be just per place that you're going. So truckers use this to get money back, and a lot of the money that they would get would come back in cash rewards. They're able to use the cash rewards to use towards something else while the gas prices are going up. What I'm saying to you is, if you are able or are using, you might want to take advantage of this while the gas prices are going up. The higher that they go, the more you do get paid in the long run. The cheaper that they are, the less it seems. So this is a way to get money back in the long run for the gases that you already spend on, so that you can make something else off of. So get paid for the gas that you use while you're going on these drives, all right? Cool. What does that have to do with everything I was talking about? Well, earlier I was talking about an app where you can use your tech services or TV mounting skills, if you have any, like myself, and go do jobs. Well, how would you get to the jobs? Cool. The second part of that is an app called Turo. Turo gives you the ability to go get a car. So now you're able to schedule up what you want to do within an entire week or 2 months, whatever it could be. Take a vehicle, rent it, go make money. Now on the other end, if you didn't want to take a vehicle and go make money, you can take your vehicle, if you do have a car, and put it on Turo so it can make money for you without even having to do anything. That's passive. So it's a two-way street on both ways to play this game. You either use it to make money, or you use it to either get to money that you want to make. I use it to get to the money I want to make. Now, as I'm using it towards the money that I want to make, here's the third thing. There are places that I have to use to fill up at. Exxon, BP, Shell. All of these places have tier detergent gases that you want to make sure that you're using. On top of that, gas prices are soaring. Depending on where you are in South Carolina, when I'm going around, every place isn't open, and every place doesn't have the greatest contingent of gases that you need. So if I am able to get a cheaper version and get cash back, I'm able to pull over at something that isn't all the way out the way, or find something so I can get fuel and able to continue my route of drives on where I need to go. So I say that because you also get cash back for that. You're driving to make money, and you're renting a car that is going to pay itself off as long as you continue to do the jobs. So this is a trifecta of things that anyone can use to make dollars in their pocket without having a 9 to 5. You don't need a car. You don't need a job. This is what you could do if you really were serious about making a dollar. So I give you that game today because it's a lot of good stuff within it. GetUpSide, an app that you can use to get money back to your account, cash back for you to use on anything else, even Amazon gift cards or purchases if you want to. But it's ultimately something that you can use if you want to use, and I encourage you guys to do it because in the long run, it's going to pay off. So everything is a building stream. Just learning how to use it. This one is just gauged towards giving you better ideas on tips towards gas, since gas prices are going up as high as they are, all right? GetUpSide. Make sure you guys download it. PKG Deluxe is here. PKG Deluxe is out, baby. What's happening, my good people? It is your boy PKG Deluxe, back with another vid on how I did. You already know what it is. So I've had 3 conversational pieces of things that I wanted to say or introduce you guys to if I haven't already intertwined them already. This is something that I've been trying to propose to a lot of people that are interested in becoming a little bit more than the average person, meaning that, hey, I want to take whatever I didn't know, take this video, learn how to use it and apply it, and make whatever I can out of it. So today I've had 3 different sessions of conversations that I've had with you guys. The first one being in regards of Hellotech, showing and saying that, hey, there is a way that you can make money off of handy service skills that you can do in any area in America. It doesn't matter where you are, where you're from. You can do these services the same way anyone else can. And I tell this because it's not like it's a secret. It's something that you can use as a tool. I've used it, and I continuously use it to transition into things that are going to make my cost of living and give me a lot more free time to do the things that I enjoy doing, which is giving you guys information about things that can help you guys out. So Hellotech is an app that I've been using to make additional income, and it has transitioned into being something that I can even use full-time, part-time, and also I take it with me so I can use it wherever I go, wherever I want to be. Awesome skill to have. something notable of having and something you guys also want to be accounted for. Now, so it goes into my next point about what I talked about in the last or previous video, saying that, hey, if you are or do you have a car? Now, if you wanted to find a way to get to these jobs and you have a vehicle, cool. Here's another alternative. The people that do not have a vehicle, that are looking for an option, that are saying, hey, I see this app, I know I can do these jobs, and I like the amount of money that it's telling and sending to me. How do I get to these areas without putting so much wear and tear on my car? Or if I don't have a car, how do I get to these areas without putting up a car? Well, there's an app, another app here called Turo, Turo.com. As you download Turo, you have an option of getting either the highest or the least expensive car that you can afford. Any of them are applicable to you if you're trying to get started in the game. So why do I bring this up? Because Turo gives you the option to rent a car for, sometimes depending on the price, it can be like $160, $200, maybe even $300, depending on the length of time frame that you keep a car. It transitions and gets cheaper the longer you keep it. But as long as you have the car, it's a way to make money off of. And you use that to travel, and you also have a set mileage limit that you go by. You have a set day that you come back by, and you let them know exactly how things are going to appropriate and work. So if you wanted to use their car for whatever reason, they don't mind lending you their car as a vehicle to drive and go other places, which is awesome. Dope. Correct? So now if you're looking for an option on trying to get to a job without having to put a whole bunch of maintenance on your car, you can rent somebody else's car, drive their car for a lengthy period of time, and pay yourself using the app that you're going to do the jobs on. Dope, right? Oh man, that's an awesome play right there. So now I'm able to make money using a schedule to afford something without requiring maintenance in the long term. Awesome. So now you have a double-edged wham that you can win on that one with. I'm already able to focus on the job, so now I can make 1,000. I'll spend maybe 200 of it, make 800. And last but not least is, okay, well, gas is going through the roof. What am I going to do when it comes time to fill this car up and I got to give it back? Well, it's an app called GetUpSide. So the third app, GetUpSide. What is that about? GetUpSide says that, hey, if you are going to use or go anywhere and you're trying to get cash back for the amount of gas that you use in your vehicle, you can do this. Download the app, go there, get cents saved on every gallon that you spend on the dollar, and you'll get money back in the long term. So now I'm setting it up for you that when you're going to travel to the jobs that you're going to, that you have a car with and you're trying to get cash back, these are 3 ways to just build on top of each other. So now I'm able to go make immediate money, spend what I may not even have, but I'll accumulate. So if it costs me $180, then I've made, or I need to make at least a minimum of $180 or more. Avoid the maintenance that comes with anything dealing with the car in the long term. So now I'm spending $180 for just that, and also afford the gas that goes into the car and get cash back for it. Man, that is a super duper trifecta way to save money, to make money, and to also create money. And not only on top of that, here's the other edge of that Turo play. If you do have a car and you aren't looking at trying to save it and concerned about maintenance or anything going on with it, you can then put your car on Turo and make money passively off that. So I just wanted to give you guys that game and let you guys know, give you guys some insight on everything that's going on so far. There is a lot of details here, but there's a lot of good informational pieces that I had to speak about. So GetUpSide, Hellotech, Turo. Flip that, make that. You can do that. PKG Deluxe is here. PKG Deluxe is out, baby.
Yeah.